Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Tuesday, December 28, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Montreal Canadiens vs Tampa Bay Lightning. The Lightning are off to a great start to the season with an offense that is scoring 3.20 goals per game. Steven Stamkos has 14 goals and 21 assists, while Alex Killorn, Ondrej Palat, and Anthony Cirelli have combined for 27 goals and 35 assists to lead the top two lines, but the back end of the forward unit has stepped up as well. Matthew Joseph, Corey Perry, and Pat Maroon have combined for 17 goals and 15 assists, while defensemen Victor Hedman and Mikhail Sergachev have added 9 goals and 36 assists from the point to open up the offense. While things are a little more even with Vasilevsky and Elliott out for the Lightning, the fact remains that these are two teams at opposite ends of the standings in the Atlantic Division. Tampa Bay is a deep team with plenty of weapons to work with, which makes things a little easier for their goaltending. Montreal doesn't have that luxury as they are second worst in the league in goals per game, ahead of only lowly Arizona in that category. The Canadiens have struggled on the road, going 2-11-2 on the season. Our first betting advice is to pick Tampa Bay Lightning -1. Against Vegas, Tampa Bay managed to grind out the victory and maintain their momentum. The opening period saw the Lightning outshot by a 17-5 margin, with both teams scoring once to leave the game even after 20 minutes. Gabriel Fortier opened the scoring with his first of the year at 6:05 of the period off an assist from Mikhail Sergachev. The Lightning gave up the equalizer later in the period. In the second period, the Lightning were outshot 11-8, with both teams scoring twice to leave things even at 3 after 40 minutes. After giving up 2 goals to trail 3-1, Pierre-Edouard scored his third of the year at 17:07 off assists from Corey Perry and Pat Maroon. Just 43 seconds later, at 17:50, Anthony Cirelli tied the game with his 9th of the season, with assists going to Alex Killorn and Zach Bogosian. The third period saw the Lightning outshot 13-6, but they scored the lone goal to earn the victory. Steven Stamkos tallied his 14th of the year on the power play at 10:13 off assists from Victor Hedman and Ondrej Palat. Andrei Vasilevsky made 38 saves for the Lightning, who were outshot 41-19 in the win. With Vasilevsky and Brian Elliott in the protocols for COVID-19, Maxim Lagos is expected to get the call to start in goal here. Our second betting advice is to pick over 6. Quick reminder, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Vegas Golden Knights vs Los Angeles Kings. The Knights have been rolling on offense recently. They have scored 3 goals or more in 10 straight games. The team ranks 4th in goals per game, 8th in shots per game, 6th in shooting percent, and 12th in scoring efficiency ratio. Chandler Stevenson leads the team with 31 points. Mark Stone has played in 19 games this season, and he has 23 points. Vegas has a very talented offense. Despite the loss, Vegas still enters this contest as one of the hottest teams in the NHL, going 8-2-0 in their last 10. They have also played very well on the road, going 10-5-0, while Los Angeles is 8-6-2 at home. However, one has to believe whatever momentum a team may have had a week ago has now been lost. That benefits Los Angeles as they get to start this reboot at home, refreshed and with a renewed sense of purpose. Los Angeles is struggling on offense. They have scored 2 goals or less in 5 out of the last 9 games. Los Angeles ranks 26th in goals per game, 4th in shots per game, 28th in shooting percent, and 18th in scoring efficiency ratio. Ans Kopitar leads the team with 27 points. Our first betting advice is to pick Los Angeles Kings +1. Los Angeles is averaging 2.63 goals per game, 26th overall, and they are 28th in shooting percentage at 7.6%. The Kings are 6th in shot differential at +3.9. Los Angeles is 23rd on the power play at 17.4%. The Kings are led in scoring by Ans Kopitar, who has 27 points. He is the only player on the team with at least 20 points. Kemp leads the team with 12 goals. Vegas is 4th in the NHL in goals per game at 3.47 and 6th in shooting percentage at 10.4%. The Golden Knights' power play is 15th at 19.2%. Vegas is led in scoring by Chandler Stevenson with 22 assists and 31 points. Jonathan Marchessault is the team leader in goals with 14 and has 3 in his last 5 games. Vegas jumped out to a 3-1 lead, only to see Tampa Bay battle back with 3 unanswered goals in a 4-3 victory. The Golden Knights got 2 goals from Mark Stone with Nicholas Roy scoring the third, but that was not enough to hold off the Lightning. Laurent Brossoit stopped only 15 of 19 shots. Our second betting advice is to pick over 5.5. Arizona Coyotes vs San Jose Sharks. The Coyotes have been the worst team on offense this season. They have scored 2 goals or less in 7 out of the last 9 games. Arizona ranks last in goals per game, shots per game, scoring efficiency ratio, and 31st in shooting percent. Clayton Keller leads the team with 22 points. The San Jose Sharks are struggling right now, and they will be missing their best scorer in Tomas Hertl, but they are still the healthier team overall. Arizona is lacking depth at center in this one, and they are also missing right winger Christian Fischer. None of the players they are missing are great offensive threats, but the combination of all the players missing will make it hard for an already struggling offense to score. The Coyotes scored 6 goals in their last game, but they are still last in the league in scoring and have averaged just 1.63 GPG on the road. Before games were postponed, San Jose lost 2 straight games. They are 6th in their division. The offense has been struggling lately for the Sharks. They have scored 2 goals or less in 7 out of the last 10 games. San Jose ranks 27th in goals per game, 24th in shots per game, 21st in shooting percent, and 21st in scoring efficiency ratio. Timo Meier leads the team with 29 points. Our first betting advice is to pick San Jose -1. The San Jose Sharks have gone 15-15 on the year, but they are just 2-5 in their last 7 games and hope that the long break will help them get back on track. San Jose is now in 6th place in the Pacific Division, but just 5 points out of the 8th playoff spot in the Western Conference. The Sharks have also struggled on offense, ranking 27th in scoring at 2.60 GPG, but they have played well at the other end, ranking 14th in goals allowed at 2.80 GPG. That means the Sharks may not have to score a lot to win this one, as the Coyotes have the worst offense in the league. In their last game, they fell at home to Vancouver by a score of 5-2. Scoring in the loss was Timo Meier, which was his 12th of the year, and Andrew Cogliano, which was his 3rd. The Arizona Coyotes are having themselves a very long season. They began the year with 11 straight losses, and it hasn't gotten much better since, as they are just 6-23 overall, and their 14 points are the fewest in the league. The Coyotes did just beat Anaheim on the road by a 6-5 score in OT, and that snapped a 6-game losing streak they were on. Arizona had scored just 10 goals in their previous 7 games, so seeing the offense explode against the Ducks has to be a welcome sight. Arizona is still last in the league in scoring at 1.93 PPG on the year. The Coyotes are missing 4 centers due to COVID or injury, but none of them have scored more than 2 goals on the year. The biggest loss will be RW Christian Fischer, COVID. We also note that he has just 3 goals on the year. Clayton Keller was the star in the win as he scored twice, including the game winner in OT. He now has 9 goals on the year. The Coyotes have also struggled at the other end of the ice, as they are 32nd in goals allowed, giving up 3.69 GPG. So far. Snatching up the win was Scott Wedgwood. Our second betting advice is to pick under 5.5.